Hello and welcome to the channel. We are going to be doing a bit of a upgrade of a pistol today. We're going to be looking at this guy here, which is the Tokyo Marui USP Compact, and we're going to be doing some upgrades on it. We're not going to be doing all the upgrades I've got planned for this this time, but we will do one of the upgrades. So let's just talk about some of the parts that are going to go into this gun, and then we'll actually look at some of the upgrades as we go forward. So before we kick off, if you like today's content, please subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification icon, and also hit the like button, and that will basically let you guys know next time out when we publish something. It's been published, and also helps us out on the channel by basically getting the video noticed. So first things first, let's look at some of these upgrades. So we're going to look at this first one here. This is a hammer spring upgrade. Now we've actually got essentially two sort of main options. I do have two of the same thing, unfortunately. So the first one is this Laylax 9-ball hammer spring, and then we also have these are RCC, and they are basically two springs. One is a 70% and one is a 130% hammer spring, and I've got two packs of these for some reason. I actually ordered a recoil spring and got sent two of these instead of a hammer spring and a recoil spring, but hey ho. So those are that's for the sort of hammer arrangement. That's going to go down here in the pistol. Next up, we're going to look at the barrels. So we've got a couple of things here. So we have a maple leaf hot bucking. This is the 50% Autobot bucking, and that we're going to use here. This is going to go alongside a maple leaf barrel. Now we have two barrel options. We have an 80mm barrel, and we also have a 97mm barrel. We actually have a 100mm barrel as well, but I don't think we'll use that. I think that's too long. These are Crazy Jet barrels, and effectively they will basically go in here, and the Crazy Jet barrels are pretty cool barrels. They're pretty good and accurate barrels. The other thing we've got here is a new outer barrel. So the outer barrel in the default gun is plastic. This is a metal outer barrel, and it has a 14mm counterclockwise thread, so we can put a silencer or a tracer on here or whatever, and we got that to put in there. Now, so this is a Detonator outer barrel. Now we do actually have one part which we will be sort of doing at some point, and that's going to be part of some other upgrades, and essentially it's going to go with this. But effectively we are going to replace the slide on this with a Detonator CNC metal slide, and also we're going to drop on to that slide new sights. We actually have a couple of options. We have this DCI Guns USP fiber sight, which was one option, and we also have this. This is, I think, a Detonator, but again, it's a Detonator, and this is the glow in the dark Trijicon, or whatever, I can't pronounce it, sight as well. One of the things I will do in the video description, I will actually detail all the parts that are going to go into this gun, so you can look them up yourself. Now, this slide actually came as part of a kit, and it actually came in its own metal outer barrel as well, which is a short one, but we're not going to use that, partly because I want to be able to put a tracer on this. The other thing we're going to do with that bucking is drop on this Hadron Airsoft Designs H-plate, or H-arm as they call it, so we'll be looking at popping that on as well. And then finally, this is going to go into the the sort of piston is a piston replacement. Now I'm not sure if this fits. It is badged for the wide piston style guns, the newer wide piston style, which I believe includes the USP, but I am not 100% certain. This part is designed for the PX4, the XDM40, the HK45, the MMP9, which I've used this on, and the FN57. I also believe it works on the FNX as well, and also the USP, but I'm not sure. So we will be looking at potentially adding this as well. So we have our USP Compact. This is a really nice gun. I do like it. It's a very small gun. We'll pop out the thing. It's a double action gun, so you can just don't have to worry about cocking it. It's got, let's see if we just pop that back. It actually has the old hammer release as well. It's a nice pistol. It's really nice size. I do like this gun. There is a bigger version, i.e. the USP, and that is the bigger version of this. So really nice. I do like it, and we're going to try some upgrades on this. So first things first, we need to get into the slide. So we need to pop off the slide here. So you just pull the slide back a little bit, and then you can do the slide release, and that can pop off like so. At that point, you can just slide the lower off. We're not going to touch the lower at the moment, but essentially that is it. To actually do the hammer spring's in here. So we would literally just need to sort of, I think, pop out this pin here, and then this will pop out and we can do that. But we're not going to do that today, so I'll pop that to one side. We are going to work on this, and we are going to be working on the barrel and the hop first off. So fairly straightforward to get into this. We pop that recoil spring back and pull it out. Now, if I managed to get to the recoil spring replacements, this is a weird recoil spring. It has two springs in it, and I would basically be getting, and I think I may have found them now, but the RCC do a recoil spring for these, so hopefully I can get those and then replace these. There's no, I think this is a plastic or polymer recoil spring guide. So I would love a metal one of those, but we shall see. So let's pop that to one side as well. We don't need that for the moment. So all we need to do is pop out the inner and outer barrel. This is the thing, and as you can see, there's the piston. When we sort of transpose this into the new slide, that's when we'll sort of play around with that, because it's all essentially one kind of job. So we'll pop this to one side, and then we're going to work on this. This is the inner and outer barrel. This is plastic, so it should be fairly easy to pop that out and take that off. We'll keep that to one side, but we won't be using that again. And then this is the barrel and hop. So what do we need to do with this? Well, we need to pop this apart and then we can essentially rebuild it with the relevant bits. So what we do need is a screwdriver. So we're going to use my iFixit screwdriver here and appropriate bit. The iFixit kit, by the way, is a really, really good kit to have. And what I will do is I'll drop details of it into the description as well, because that is a really, really handy kit. So I'm going to pop this to one side so we don't lose them. So I started to do this the other day on my HK45 and actually shredded one of the screws. So I'm kind of peed about that. So we should be able to pop this apart. And there we do. So that is the old hop rubber and the old barrel. And then we have our new just the hop, and we just need to get things put together. So I'm going to try the 97mm barrel first, and we should pop that out. So what makes the Maple Leaf barrels, the Crazy Jet barrels, special is on the end of the barrel, as you can see, we have a kind of like an inner and outer circle. The inner circle is essentially the BB carrying part of the barrel. It's relatively tight, and then we have a sort of a gap. Now inside here, around this area here, there's a transition internally where basically air that's been pushed through the barrel to push the BB out will go through a gap and then come out of this sort of gap between the inner and outer that we have there. And that provides a cushion of air around the BB as it is fired from the gun. So that improves the stability and the trajectory of the BB as it's fired. So let's grab our bucking. So this barrel is designed for gas blowback. The bucking is designed for this barrel and is essentially good for Marui, WE, KJW, and VSR10. So pretty much all the sort of gas blowback and so on guns. So I'm just trying to figure out what we need to do. So the Autobot bucking, by the way, they're designed. There's a Autobot and there is a sister one, and I can never remember for the life of me the name. It's Autobot and Decepticon. That's it. And essentially, it's to do with the shape. So if you see in the actual, when you look in the thing, the shape of the nub that comes down on the BB is different depending on the type of bucking that you've got. And we have to just sort of pop this down. That should clamp in around the thing to keep the air seal. And there we go. Now, so the idea with this, by the way, that should go in like so. Yep, and that's nice and snug. And so I'm not 100% on this. I've not used this new one. I used the older style 3D printed one. I haven't used this one, and I am intrigued on how this works. So we might not use this, by the way, because this is designed for the VSR10. Sorry, for the to go with the guessing actually. I really don't actually know how this fits. No, I really don't know how that's working on that. So we're not going to use that. Actually, what I might do is just do a quick check. So there actually should be a fitting guide for this on the although I have this sneaky feeling it is Mark 23 only. Yeah, this is actually specifically for the Mark 23, so we can't actually use that. It won't actually work. So that's fine. We won't use that. So what we'll do is we will close this up. Oops. Now before we actually fasten this to, what we will do is we'll do a quick fit check to make sure that the barrel length is okay. Because if we have to swap it, we have to swap it. So what we need to do I might actually have to put a screw in here just to keep it tight. It's not a huge deal, to be honest, if we don't. So there is there. So look, that's nice and snug. So this was a 97mm, and that fits nicely in there with just a little bit of maybe what 2 or 3mm of stuff off the end. So that's actually really good, nice snug fit. So what we're going to just do actually for the moment is just pop that out so we can finish screwing this up. Nice and snug. Check that the hop arm is moving, which it is. And yeah, that's fine. It's nice and snug. Pop that in there. We've done rub that there a little bit, but that's fine. We'll just kind of lift that in, and that's and what we'll do here actually is test to see if this actually works fine. We might have to go for a slightly smaller barrel. We might have to go for one of the other barrels. So we'll do a quick test. No. Always got to remember the screw direction. Pop put that in there. And then take our recoil spring and get that in, and then put that there. So let's get that in to so we have obviously no BBs, and that's just seem fine. Now let's just pop a point to this is to be able to have a silencer on here. Okay, we do need to put gas in this, so just hold a second. A little bit of gas. So yep, that works, and with the tracer attached. I'm not sure still about the barrel length. I might knock this down to a 90. There is a 91 version of the barrel, but we'll try this out and see how it works. So that is basically this bit of upgrade done. We say we've got a nice new outer barrel in there. We have got new hot rocket bucking in there, and new in a barrel as well. So that is nicely set up. We can use the silencer on this now, and with that, I think we've done on this set of upgrades. We've got the other bits to do later on. So we've got the hammer spring to do as well. We've got the piston to sort, and then the slide that we've got to do. So that will be one task for another day. So yeah, we have. I have one little thing I need to do first before we actually finish this off. So this is one thing I actually forgot to do, and I really should have done. So you should always remember to do this when you are working on things like the recoil spring and so on. And around here is just a little bit of spray silicone oil, just so that everything is nicely lubed up. And it's all good. And that's all fine. And there we go. And we have one barrel upgraded, a new outer barrel added, a new inner barrel, a hop bucking, and yeah, we're all done. So this is the pistol. It is a really nice gun, stock, but we're taking this to sort of the next level by basically taking some features, upgrading them, improving them, making it a little bit more hard wearing with some metal components, and yeah, this is looking really nice as it stands. So thank you for watching, and next time we will be looking at the other upgrades that we're doing. We'll probably do the slide next, or maybe the hammer spring combined with that. But thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.